When we think about old-time tortures, particularly in Europe, that were used for witchcraft trials or when they were trying to get a criminal to confess guilt in a crime, we don't tend to think of that as coming very close to our own century. This particular device here, however, was used in Germany and Austria in the 18th century. That means in the 1700s, they had sanctioned this horrendously vicious device for use. Now, it's often mislabeled as a Spanish gaiter or a Spanish boot. Magazines and publications on torture, the history, they've had it wrong for years. What it really is, it's just called the leg press or the shin press. And the way it works, you've got an immensely heavy hand-forged object here. And if you look down the center, and this would have gone on your lower leg. So if you've ever stubbed your shin bone, you know how that feels. This would have gone around your lower leg, and those blunt points inside, you can see them. They're not razor sharp, they're all stunted and blunt and peened over. They would gradually press into your bones. How they would do that is with this handle. Incredible torque and incredible force. I mean, this would fit over these twin tightening nuts, tightening bolts actually. And then the torturer would grab this and start twisting it, causing these things to spin and tightening this whole unit around your lower leg tighter and tighter and tighter until snap! The bone would just splinter. And hey, if you hadn't confessed by then, it didn't matter. They'd grab a hold of the handle and keep going. And it was said that by that point, when the leg was pulverized, all the torturer had to do was a light tap upon the metal sheeting surrounding your leg, and you would be almost driven mad with the pain. Incredible force. It blows my mind when I look at this thing and realize that this device was sanctioned by a law called the Constitutio Criminalis Teresiana. This is a legal system in Germany in the 1700s that had published a book of the allowable instruments to be used on criminals for torture to get a confession of guilt. Thumb screws, hanging by their arms behind their back, suspension in midair. This was one of those devices. Man, oh man, I mean, it doesn't get worse than this. We've all whacked our shins on a piece of furniture. We all know what it feels like. And this is something that's slowly crushing the bones. Till next time, on Relics from the Dark Side, pleasant nightmares.